How do you bring a plate together to display such elegance? Stay tuned and find out. Welcome to Tingledom. Today we're going to be going over the plating of one of my favorite meals called chicken crescent squares. Now, first, they are still in the oven. So right now we're going to prep our plates so that we'll be ready to plate those as soon as they come out of the oven. So we have some nice warm plates. These I put in the oven for just less than a minute so that they would heat up. When you are serving a warm dish, if you have a warm plate, it will allow the dish to retain the heat so that it will not cool down your dish too quickly. So we'll be plating up 2 plates right now, so we'll get them both ready. But first, I just want to talk about a couple principles involved in a basic plating. Now, if we look at this plate, very regular plate, one you might typically see at a restaurant, we have 3 different parts. So this outside area here is called the frame. And this frame area helps to create negative space and draw the attention towards your beautiful food in the middle of the plate. In the center, where our food goes, this is called the canvas. And in between, we have the rim. The rim area is also an area that we don't want to put food on. And these 3 areas work in combination to create a nice, elegant plate. Now, for the formation of most meals, you might generally have a starch, a vegetable, and a protein. And if you think of the plate being divided in thirds, it would work in this sort of arrangement. With chicken crescent squares, the starch and the protein are brought together because the chicken is wrapped in cream cheese, a bit of green onion, salt and pepper, and then this is covered in a flaky crescent roll, and then covered in breadcrumbs. So for our arrangement today, we'll have 2 vegetables. We have our mashed peas, and this will serve as a nice creamy texture to add to our plate. When we're planning out a meal, having a variety of colors, textures, and flavors will help heighten the excitement and the invigoration that is felt when enjoying that meal. So the peas will form our creamy vegetable, and will go in this position right here. Then we have our carrots. These have been steamed in the microwave, and they will be ready, and they will go. We'll have fun placing them. You'll notice we have 6 carrots. When you are placing items, it is most aesthetically place them in odd numbers. So we have enough to place 3 carrots on each plate. So let us set up our station. We'll be ready to plate our 2 plates. So we'll start with our peas at our position here. And we also want to use the peas to add just a little bit of height. And now we will place our carrots. So you can see with the way these have been cut, they have been cut so they can fan out attractively, like so. And we're probably getting just a little too close to the rim there. Got a bit of pea. Just remember to leave area away from the rim. And so that negative space can be used. Now our carrots are looking a little dry, so we will end up finishing those off in a different way in just a moment. We can see we're maybe covering our peas a little too much here, so we may want to arrange this just a little differently, because we want to be able to see that green coming through. That's probably a little better, maybe a bit more of a fan. Just like that. So let me go check on our chicken crescent squares. Actually, let's just adjust this just a little. Make sure we've got that just how we want it. Maybe these are a little tighter in together. Our crescent squares are not quite ready. So what I'm going to do is go over how we actually clean the plate. Now, when you are working on plating your meal, you may find that you get a little bit of stray debris where you may not want it. For example, we have a little bit of pea juice right there. What we do is we take a rolled up cloth, and this I've wetted at the end with pre-boiled water. Now at the end, and you will see me do this after we do the crescent squares as well, always want to clean up, but at that point we do want to get the food on the table, so it may not be as in-depth that we're able to go at that point. So what we'll do is we'll give a nice wipe on the sides. You can wipe otherwise, but this also helps to eliminate any finger marks that there may be from when you were working with the plating. And so this will help to make sure we have a nice, clean plate for whoever will be eating the meal. Just show you one other thing. To finish off, to really bring alive our food, obviously we are very attracted as humans to shiny colors. And so I've just reserved a little liquid that our chicken was cooked in. So this has a mixture of chicken broth, a little bit of chicken fat, some salt. So we will take this at the end and we will brush our vegetables with this, and that will help you bring those back alive and give them a nice sheen. I just have a little pea there where it doesn't belong. There we go. Let us check one more time to see if our crescent squares are ready. Our chicken crescent squares are ready. See how lovely and beautiful they look. Browned and covered with a nice crunchy exterior because of those lovely breadcrumbs. Place that in pride of place and leave enough room to still see the other parts of our plate. And just make sure everything looks balanced. And we have a beautiful, smooth chicken velouté sauce to put on top. Now with saucing, you want to be very confident when you sauce. If you sauce slowly, generally be less attractive. So once you start going, just go with what you got. Now we have got a few breadcrumbs here. Gonna clean those off. The other serving that is nice for this is to put the velouté on the bottom. And you can do a pool of the velouté. Okay, now it's time to finish off our vegetables. Oh, look at that beautiful sheen that we get. Just brings them right back to life. Is ready to go to the table. Chicken crescent squares with steamed carrots and mashed